You raise your face toward the bright sun and smile as the cool sea breeze brushes against your cheeks.
Beautiful.
You sigh.
The perfect day for picking herbs.
Ever since you found this clifftop meadow with its sweeping view of the sea, you've been badgering the quartermaster for any excuse to visit.
What? We're out of sage again?
He had asked this morning.
That's the third time this week.
You offered back a blank stare, a shrug of the shoulders, and the weak suggestion of,
rats?
It certainly couldn't be that the guard's most innocent-looking medic was secretly fudging the inventory in order to steal a few moments of peace and tranquility in her favorite new meadow. As you wander through the long grasses, you think about how you got to be here. It wasn't always your plan to join the guard, of course, but after both your parents died of consumption, you didn't have much of a choice. Orphans seldom do. You did, however, get to choose your specialization, medicine. With your knack for the healing arts and distaste for violence, it hasn't turned out half bad. Maybe you might even prevent some other little girl from losing her parents. Realizing your thoughts are sliding toward the maudlin, you place your hand on the earth and bring yourself back to the present. You feel the dirt below you, and you can sense the stone beneath that, reaching down impossibly far to the fiery heart of Telios. You also feel something else, like some immense presence just beyond your perception. You snap your eyes open and turn your gaze to the east. Far below on the waters of the endless sea, you can just make out the white sails of an Isofarian galley returning from patrol. A returning ship means the infirmary will be busier than usual. You'd better hurry. You head toward a promising patch of herbs, and as you stoop to harvest a few sage leaves, you're startled to hear someone call out to you. You turn to locate the voice, but you don't see anyone. What you do see makes your heart stop. Red sails. Falmond. You count 5 ships, sleek and low in the water, with a massive battering ram affixed to the front of each. The lone Isofarian galley doesn't stand a chance. You drop your herbs and run to the cliff's edge, heart thumping in your chest, but there's nothing you can do. You've never felt more helpless in your life. You drop to your knees and cry out in anguish. In your heart, you rage against Falmond and its never-ending quest for dominance, against the cruelty of generations of children having their youth ripped away by war. You wish you had the power to just make it all stop. You reach down again to feel the reassuring presence of the mountain beneath you, and suddenly, the voice returns. You can't make out the words, but they fill you with determination and hope. You rise to your feet and take in the scene below. A ball of flame catapults from the deck of a fallen ship. It traces a lazy arc in the sky and begins its descent towards the Isofarian galley.
No!
You cry out in a wordless scream, and the voice from the mountain echoes your fury. A wave of force erupts from you and snuffs the fireball out of the sky. On the Isofarian galley below, 40 pairs of eyes look up in amazement at you, the woman who just saved them from a fiery death. Their amazement turns to horror when you leap from the cliff. However, instead of falling to your death, you surge toward the lead ship, fueled by divine rage. Midway through your flight, a brilliant flash lights up the sky, and you are instantly wielding a spear made of blinding light. A heartbeat later, you plunge through the deck of the ship, blasting sea spray and splinters high into the air.